Hi, I'm Katrina, your Pilates teacher at K Pilates. Welcome to Get Started with Pilates, your 31-day journey towards a daily Pilates practice. Today is day 6, so let's begin. Today we start in supine, lying on the back, and you might just want to have a small cushion under the head for added comfort. We try to keep the neck and knee neutral, so if you find yourself like this, you might just need a bit more support there. So see what feels good today. We will start with pelvic tilts. We've done these before, so where we gently imprint the lower back into the floor and then arch the back away. So we tilt the pelvis one way and the other way. The hips stay on the floor for this one. The feet stay quite relaxed. You might notice that your feet want to help. You might find the feet want to sort of push down. They don't really need to do that. You can keep the shoulders relaxed and the neck long. Breathe out to imprint, breathe in to arch away. One more. And just see how this feels in your lower back today. Good. And then find your neutral spine and pelvis. We go into arm circles where you have your arms by your sides. Breathe in and out. And you just hover above the floor. So we don't actually try to touch the floor. Just let the arms hover just above the floor. And to see how the shoulders feel. Yeah. One more this way around. And then go the other way around. Breathe in and out. Try to keep the spine still and the ribs in. Sometimes the ribs want to stick out. Just make sure that doesn't happen. One more, breathe in and out. Good. We then go into knee drops 2. So we've done knee drops 1 already, where we lower the knee and then the other. So you can either go back into that version or you lift one knee up and then just make sure to keep the pelvis still, draw the navel in a little bit to then lift the other knee up as well. If this is too strong, keep the feet on the floor for now. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to lower one knee towards the side. Breathe in, return. Breathe out, lower the other, alternating legs. And keep it quite small, especially in the beginning. And then as the leg is moving, we really want to focus on keeping the pelvis still. So if you focus on the back of your pelvis, keeping that really glued to the floor, and I don't mean pushing it back down, I just mean just around where your tailbone is. Yeah, just before that, your sacrum. Try to keep that really still on the floor so you feel you're not rolling with the leg. And then breathe out to lower and in to return. And then if you can, draw the navel in a little bit as the leg lowers down and then a bit less as the leg returns. Adding that centering into the exercise. Breathe out to lower, navel in a little bit, breathe in to release as you return. Good. Let's do one more of those. And then hug the knees in. This is quite a nice soft lower back stretch. You can either stay there or you can rock from side to side or draw circles. So it's whatever feels good from here. We then go back into that tabletop position, also known as double leg fold. So this here, and we go into teeny tiny toe taps. So starting with this exercise, keeping it very small. And this time we take the leg forwards and come back. Breathe out and in. And again, draw the navel in a little bit on that effort. So the focus is on keeping the pelvis still. So you're not allow the back to arch as the leg lowers. We're keeping that back nice and neutral. And then just a few things that tend to happen here. So we might feel tempted to extend the leg away. So we're not actually extending the leg, we're just hinging in the hip. So the movement comes from the hip joint, keeping the knee quite still. The other thing that tends to happen here, if we're new to this exercise, is this, where we might just bend the knee. That's much easier, just bringing the heel to the bum. So again, we then try to not move the knee joint, but you just move the leg in the hip joint instead. Yeah. Keeping it quite small in the beginning, and we gradually increase the range of movement as we get stronger. And then again, maybe give yourself a hug, have a bit of a stretch. Then place one foot down, then the other. We'll go into our leg slides. We've done this before. So again, have the arms by your sides or on your hip connection. Breathe and slide the leg away. Make sure you're not sliding off your mat if you have a mat. Yeah, make sure you're giving yourself enough space there. Breathe in and out and in and out. So remember a few things here. You want to push through the heel, create that little bit of resistance, and you want to keep the legs on triangle tracks. So you draw the heel back into that hip width position. As I said, the feet want to come together in the middle. That is more stable, creating that tripod. But you want to keep the heels hip width, working in that nice parallel position. And then as the leg lifts up, keep that quite small. So the aim is not to get the leg as high as you can, pushing the back down. You want to keep the pelvis in neutral. So I usually would say to lift the other leg not higher than the knee. Yeah, so that's quite a nice sort of maybe point to be aware of. It's quite small, much more concerned with pushing the leg away, creating that nice sort of strength through the leg, then getting the leg very high up. So we've been doing this for a while. We'll just finish off. Even out right and left, ideally. One more. And then maybe have a nice long stretch. Extend the arms and legs, maybe stretch from side to side. And then come back. Find a really comfy position. We're just going to finish with belly breathing again. So we had the inner thigh stretch. So go back into that if that felt good, or you can just have the legs extended and the arms out. So just find something comfy where you can just be for a few breaths. I would suggest to maybe have the hands on the belly to feel the movement, and then breathe in. Let the belly get really big, breathe out, and let the belly drop. You can close your eyes if you want to. And try to keep the mind here for a moment. So you either focus on that breath, focus on the belly moving up as you breathe in and dropping down as you breathe out, or you might focus on the air coming in and streaming out, or you might just go through the sort of scan through the body from the tip toes to the fingertips and see if you can release any tension you might find along the way. And I'm not too worried how you breathe, so whether you breathe through the nose or through the mouth, whatever is comfortable for you. One more deep breath in and out. And we're done.